Hey guys, I'm back here with another SQL tutorial. In today's video, we'll be taking a look how to find and eliminate duplicates in an SQL table. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see here, I just created a simple database with one table, and these are the columns that we have in our table. So let's go ahead and execute this. And here are the values that we'll be inserting into the table. As you can see here, we have a few duplicate records. We have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into the query editor again and take a look at that table in the query view. So again, we have a few duplicates. Let's say we wanna know what duplicates we have in a given table. With this example, it's simple to figure out since we only have 5 records, but with larger tables with thousands or maybe millions of records, this is somewhat impossible to do just with looking at it. So let's get started. So we would wanna do a select all from the corporate action. This would give us all the columns that we have. And here we would wanna go ahead and say count. And we're gonna count all the rows, and all the columns, so we're gonna say count all. And we'll just give it a name, an alias as for example, number of duplicates. Okay, and down here we would want to group by, since we're trying to find the duplicates throughout the whole row, not just two duplicates in a record, like for example security ID and adjust date. We want to find everything here, so we would need to group by all the columns that we have in the table. So go ahead and type group by and choose the column names. And from your keyboard you can also hit tab. That also selects the option that's highlighted. Okay, and our last step is to do a halving. So basically now we just counted the columns or the rows that are duplicated, but we wanna just show the duplicates, so we are gonna have to go with a halving clause since we have an aggregate up here. And that halving, we want to tell it just show us the records that have a count of more than 1. Okay, so go ahead and do that. So halving count of all the records on the columns greater than 1. So let's go ahead and execute this. And as you can see here, we only have one duplicate in this case, just one record that's duplicated, but it's with this right here. This would show us the number of duplicates that we have. So in our case, we have 3 duplicates of the same record. Okay, so that's one thing to find a duplicate. So let's say we wanna just find the distinct values in the table, not the duplicated ones. So we would just want to see, let's go back here. And let's just execute this. So we would just want to see 1, 2, 3. without the duplicates, because this would be our first step to eliminate the duplicates from the table that we have. So let's go ahead and we would just, let me just copy this here again, and we would just need to do a simple adjustment to this table, or to this query, I'm sorry. Here, just select all, okay, from the table that we have, and over here we would say we want to have the ones that are one or more. And let's go ahead and execute this. And as you can see here, we just have the distinct values. Something else that can be done, simpler method, is to just go ahead and, let me move this down, just put the keyword distinct. So basically what the distinct keyword does for us, it basically just groups by all the columns. So let's go ahead and run that. Same result. Okay. So our following step to, let me go back here, to eliminate the duplicates that we have, is to make a subquery. So as you guys saw here, we have the distinct values in the table, and this is what we would want to have in the table eventually, nothing else. So let's go ahead and get started with this following step. So we can just go ahead and make this as a subquery, and let's give it a name as dup. Next step is to go ahead up here and do a select, okay, all, so everything from here, everything that this inner query will give us into. And what we would want to do is to create a temporary table. So we just go ahead and do the hash sign, and this can be named anything. For my clarifications, I would just call it temporary table. Okay, and from here, say from. So what we just did here, we wanted to select everything that would come from this query and insert it into the temporary table. This statement right here, this would create the temporary table and insert the value into it. So this doesn't need to be created in a separate query. Okay, so let's go ahead and execute this, and let's go down here and take a look at the temporary table that we just created. All from temporary table, and as you can see here, we have a new table with only the unique values, or the values with no duplicates. And if we go back and take a look at our regular table that we started with, let's just run these together to compare. So this is the temporary table, and this is the original table with the duplicated values. Okay, so let's go back here and get rid of these select statements. And what we would want to do is to truncate the original table. Truncate, keyword truncate, cleans up the table. It removes all the records inside the table, but keeps the main structure of the table. So truncate, and we would also add the keyword table because we want to truncate this table right here. truncate table, corporate action. Let me just copy the name. Okay, and let's execute this query. Successful. And so right now we have the temporary table with the original records, non-duplicates. Our corporate action table is now empty. Let's go ahead and show you that really quickly. As you see here, we have the main structure, same headers, same column names, same data types, but no values, no records. And our last step is to do a select into back into that corporate action table. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's say insert into. We'll put the table that we want to insert the values in. And from here, we'll just simply say select all from our temporary table. Let's go ahead and execute this. And once again, let's go back to our original table. And now we just have the non-duplicates left. And that was the quick explanation. I preferred to use this method just because these queries are simple. There are multiple other methods that can be used, but in our case, I preferred this way just because we did it step by step. It's easy to understand. Just create the main query to find out the non-duplicates, put that into a subquery, and from there we inserted everything into the temporary table, and we truncated the original table to get rid of all the data in it. And from there we just inserted the data back from the temporary table into our original table. Okay, and if you want, temporary tables do not really hurt, but we can also do something like that. Drop table if exists, and we can just get rid of the temporary table. Okay, and that was it for today's video. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.